What's good, people? It's your boy T-Lo Mac coming at you with another video. In today's video, we got another roster review. It's going to be for one of my guildmates. I'm actually excited for this one. It's going to be for Nadar, aka Aenomie, and I'm really looking forward to seeing his roster, really diving in there and checking him out, because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, it helps me out too, because you're in the same guild. No, just play. But we're gonna do what we normally do. We're gonna check out his fleet and his character arena and see how he's doing in there. When it comes to fleet, you're doing good. You're able to get number one, and you got the ships that really are the cornerstones to a good fleet arena. You got the Malevolence, so that's always a plus. But when it comes to the characters, you have a little work you can do. You're sitting in the hundreds. I know you can break it every once in a while, but you know what? You need a GL, and just taking a look at your roster, you're on that path, and that's going to help you big time, especially with the GL that you're going to get. So that's going to change in no time, so I'm not even worried about that. But at least you're getting number one in fleet. That's a big boost in crystal income, and that's going to help you with your farms. But all right, let's get into his roster. All right, first things first, I'm going to just look at your roster right off the rip. You lead towards the dark side, my dude. That is pretty apparent. There's only a little bit of light in here, but you know what? I'm really liking the characters that you have relicked. You have a lot of R7s, which can be a detriment at times, but also be a big boost as well, just depending on how you use them. I'm digging that nest at R7. I am extremely jealous. She's a beast, and really just liking your choices that you have up here. No character that I'm like, what are you doing? The only one I would be maybe Droidica, but even then, Droidica hits like a monster, especially at the R7 level. She can cause some problems. So really no weaknesses when I'm looking up here. And City at 4.9 GP. I'm liking what I'm seeing even on this bottom tiers right here. The relics are still there. It's not like they drop off drastically. You also got a good mixture of G12s as well. A couple characters right off the rip, I'm going to say relic those would be Thrawn. Also Boss is going to help you for your ships as well. Also seeing Jolie, but even down here you got some nice relics. Got a nice roster. You have a Watt, get that Watt up, and really just liking what I'm seeing so far. Alright, and right here we're going to take a look at your speed on your characters. I like the characters that are up top. The one glaring factor would be your gas. We'll take a look at that later, but I like seeing Rex. I like seeing Darth Revan. I like seeing Bastila up there. We're going to take a look at Rex's mods right here. He's sitting at over 300. That's really good. We're going to look right here at Revan. Same thing. Really nice character. Next up, we're gonna take a look at your gas. And gas, you got a speed set on him. Take that mess off. Put it on Bastila. Get her even faster than what she already is. And put an offense set on him. That's what I can see right off the rip. He want him to be as tanky and offensive as possible. Yes, he can be nice with some speed, but you know what? You want him as beefy and to hit hard as you can. Right here we got your Malik. Your Malik is looking nice as well, sitting at 291. That's always a plus. Also, make sure you put tenacity on him. You can even run him slow if you do not have the mods on him. Right here, that's your glaring factor of speed, is your Bastila. Bastila needs more speed. Bastila is a really key to that team, and also different counters as well. So make sure you get that girl up. She's a beast. You ain't gonna regret it. So yeah, I definitely would switch those mods sets up with your gas and your Bastila, and not switch up, because you got to put at least some offense or some crit damage on your gas, and it's going to help you big time. But right here we're seeing the rest of the 501st, because we're talking about gas. Really nice. You got relics on all of them. You don't really have to do a lot of work for them. You got R7 on 5, so that's always a real big plus, and I'm liking what I'm seeing in there. Right here we got bounty hunters that need a little bit of love. This team could really just change with 2 relics, I think, and I would definitely suggest this to you when you get a chance. Obviously not right now, but Bosk and Django, put relics on those. You got a solid team. Gear up your Grief Karga to G11, and even at his 3-star level, he's really effective. And you got a solid team that can take out a lot of different stuff like new Night Sisters, and you're gonna really enjoy them. Alright, and right here we're going to take a look at your Empire. Your Empire looked good. One thing I will say right off the rip is get your Darth Vader up. Honestly, personally, in my personal opinion, get that fool to R7. That fool at R7 is a beast, and he really will take out a lot of different stuff. You have a couple R7s already. He's not going to make that much of a difference, and just the difference he gets for the offensive and the different stat boosts he gets really makes a big difference when you can counter different teams. Also, I would definitely say get your Thrawn up. Make sure he's a little faster as well if you can. If you're not, farm those speed mods as well as relic him up. He's one of those characters that is just useful. I wish I had like 10 Thrawns just because he can do that fracture and really provide your team with a big boost. Other than that, I see that you have your Empire or your Imperial Troopers up. You need one more to really get that team going, and I would definitely say get your Snow Trooper up. He hits like a boss and really just can provide a big punch for that team. And right here, I'm going to take a look at your Darth Vader. You're sitting at 241 speed, which is almost there. You're about 20 off from the recommendation. You got a lot of potency on there. That's always a good thing to see. And you're sitting at 66 critical chance. So you want to try to get to 75, but 66 is pretty close enough. And you got the potency on him as well. The one thing I definitely would change is just trying to get his speed up just closer to 260 as you can, just because that's going to provide a bigger boost from all the different boosts he gets. Also, the one thing I would definitely change as well as those mods, if you can, I know it's a little bit hard, is try to put an offense set on him, but if you can't, it is what it is. And right here, you got your Thrawn. Your Thrawn's really nice as well. Just definitely, he's one of those characters that always needs speed. The more speed you can put on him, the better. But right here, we got your First Order, and we're going to take a look at that. And your First Order look real clean. You're very close to getting SLKR. Just get the rest of the relics on there, as well as the gear on Phasma and Stormtrooper, and you're right there. That's going to be a big help to your arena and give you a lot more crystals. So make sure that's a priority and a focus on your roster. Don't veer into different avenues. I know that you want Jedi Knight Luke as well, and I've seen you have a couple relics on the characters that are required. I would stop that Jedi Knight Luke farm just because you're so close to SLKR. Make sure you put all your resources and your focus into SLKR and really just remain on target. Alright, and right here we're going to take a look at your Galactic Republic, and your Galactic Republic are clean. I'm liking what you're doing right here. You got the big four all reliced and ready to go in Padme, GK, and Anakin, and Ahsoka, and that's Jedi Knight Anakin, so that's always a really good thing to see. You got a myriad of different choices you can put in that fifth spot. You got C-3PO R2, you got Shakti, or even other characters as well. But really liking what you're doing with your Galactic Republic. Keep it up, and really gives you a lot of flexibility. Alright, and right here we're going to take a look at your Geonosians next, and your Geonosians are pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. You got relics on the key characters, in my opinion, Brood and Spy. You got the rest of them at G12, that's just completely fine. You want that Spy to be relics just because that's some problems right there, man. I hate going against Geonosians, because you just never know. Spy can let off that big hit and just take out your Trail or your Scion, and that's definitely going to be some problems. And I like seeing Brood with relics as well, and you even have Brood at R7, so that's going to be a really beefy, tanky Brood right there, and really just cause some problems. It's definitely a defensive team for me, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. Right here, I'm just going to take a look at your Geonosian Soldier. Definitely get this guy's critical chance up. You're sitting at 57. You want to try to get to that 75 mark so you can be at 100%. And he's really just the engine of this squad, and really gives them a lot of turn meter, and really just get this guy's critical chance up. All right, right here, we got your Jedi. Your Jedi. I'm liking what I'm seeing. At the same time, they definitely need a little bit of work. The one thing, or there's actually two things I would definitely recommend, and obviously not right now because I said to focus on the SLKR, but get Jolie to relic. Jolie is a monster. I mean a monster. And you want this guy relic and beefy as possible, because shoot, they can take out all the other 4 Jedis. But if you have Jolie at a relic 5 level with a lot of health and just as beefy as possible, he can bring them all back. so that's always a plus right there. The other thing I would definitely say is get your Yoda relic. That team is a real game-changing team once you have those 2 relic. I would say definitely maybe an R5 level on Yoda as well, because he is a big-time damage dealer, and you're going to notice a big difference when it comes to your Jedi team. He's a real beast as well, and definitely you won't regret those 2 relics. And put this on your list. Definitely on the back burner, but not too much. But yeah, definitely something I would work on. Oh, and before I forget, you gotta get your Hoda up. Get that full to 7 stars. He's going to be a really nice addition to that team, even at a G11 level or a G12 level. He's going to be really nice in that Revan squad, and also a whole bunch of other squads as well. And you're going to need him for JKL anyways. Alright, and up next we're going to take a look at your Night Sisters.
Damn!
I did not know you were packing this type of heat with your Night Sisters. That's pretty crazy. You got relics on all the big 5 right there. You got Night Sister, Zombie, Spirit, and Daka, Talzin, and Ventress, all at relic levels. I'm really jealous. I have really pretty much nothing to say about this. All I can say is good job, and damn. Alright, and next up we're going to take a look at your Rebels. Rebels are probably your second priority because they were going to get you JKL. You got a lot of them already relicked. You got the CLS, you got Chewie and Han Solo. I know that you have Wampa as well, that's already relicked, but you have a lot of stars on the other characters like Cholo Han, and you also have Rebel Officer Leia. So that's always really good to see. Definitely this is going to be the second priority once you're done with getting your SLKR, and after you put all your resources and focus in there, definitely you can hop into here, get your Jedi Knight Luke, and that's going to be a really big help to your roster. Because shoot, that's some counters right there for the existing GLs, and another awesome character, and definitely this should be your second focus. Okay, now we're going to take a look at your resistance. Your resistance isn't really developed. This should be definitely in the back burner, but I definitely like this team, and you probably will too. So definitely think about this down the line. Alright, and now we got your Separatists, and your Separatists are decked out. Really liking what you're doing here. The one thing that I can criticize, and I'm going to tell you, is get your WAD up. But you're not alone. I'm in that same camp. I'm trying to get my WAD up as well into that relic levels, just because Watt is an awesome character. But other than that, I'm liking what you're doing. Your droids are pretty clean. I even like that you have G12 on your Magma Guard, because that can be some problems, especially if that allows you to get off another big AoE with GG. So that's really nice, and really just no complaints against your Separatists. You got G12s on Newt and Django. Django would be definitely another character that I would invest a little heavier in that relic level, maybe an R5 level, just because he is a massive damage dealer. But the rest of them, I would definitely keep them at G12. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I keep on saying G11. But really like what you're doing with your Seps. Alright, right here we got your Sith. Your Sith look real clean as well, but right here we're going to mainly focus on your Triumphant. Your Triumphant is clean. You got relics on all 3 of them, so really nothing to say right there. The one thing I will say is I'm going to take a look at your mods and just make sure that you're modding them correctly, especially if you're going to go against Geos or different characters like that. All right, the first one I'm going to take a look at is going to be your Traya, and right off the rip, I would say take off those mods, just because to play against her leadership, she gives you potency already, but if you can add more potency to her, that's great. But I would definitely say put some defense mods on her, and also put a crit avoidance arrow. Her leadership gives crit avoidance, so that's also going to be really nice. Same thing with your Scion, you want to mod her the same way. The one different character would definitely be Nihilus, and I would take off those mods right there as well, and put a speed set. You want to make them as pretty much as much speed as you can, and some potency as well. But you change that, and your mods, your Triumvirate is going to be real hard to deal with and nasty. So definitely put defense sets on Scion and Traya, Heroes crit avoidance arrows, and a speed set on Nihilus. Alright, and right here we got your Sith Vampire. Your Sith Vampire look clean. I can't complain. They look real good. You got relics on all your Sith Empire except for your Sith Trooper. But that's completely fine. That gives you a lot of versatility in this. You can even throw that Sith Trooper with the Traya squad or even another squad. It's a Preton. Pretons are excellent, and really liking what I'm seeing right here when it comes to your Sith Empire. Just make sure that you get some speed on Bastila, because that's going to be really key to getting this team going even further than what it's already capable of right now as you have a modded. Alright, that's going to do it for your roster review, Nadar. If you have any questions at all, hit me up in the Discord or just message me, and we can talk about your roster. Also, if you guys enjoyed this roster review, make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel, comment down below, and also join the Discord if you want your own roster review, and we'll definitely put you on the list and try to get it. Alright, that's going to do it for this one.